Okay, so welcome in all our forms, Facebook Live, Zoom, YouTube, live people. We got it all covered, I think, today, except for just seeing the block there.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. So today we'll do some yoga and meditation and prepare ourselves for our graduation of our 200-hour group later on today, getting ourselves ready for that celebration. Just checking in with ourselves. So let's take a moment to do that. Bring your attention inward and see what's going on in your body, where you might feel aches and pains, where you might feel openness, where you might feel stress in your body. And then go into the more subtle by going into the breath, feeling the breath as it goes in and out of your nostrils maybe. Feeling the rise and fall of your abdominals as you inhale and exhale. Maybe feel the cloth of your clothes on your skin. And then go even more subtle, going into the area of feelings and thoughts and how they intermingle in our mana part of our brain. Just noticing the feelings that we might have, noticing our thoughts, the speed of our thoughts, the tone of our thoughts. Do our thoughts sound like our boss or our mother? Or do they sound like well, maybe your mother was loving, but does it sound like a loving friend? Just noticing these things, not trying to change them. Just notice what's going on in the interior, in the subtle area of our being. And then going in even deeper into our belief system of who we are, who we think we are, and who we want to be. Beyond our thoughts and our emotions, what is our core belief of what we think this world is about, what we think our life's about? And then going even deeper than that, going into the truth of who we are, into our delight of our ananda, our joy that's always present. We can always tap into at any time. We'll bring our hands in front of that light, in front of our heart space. And set an intention for ourselves, what we'd like to get out of this class, where the rest of the week is going, our weekend, our Memorial Day holiday. Whatever our intention is, whatever our sankappa, our driving force is, we'll bow our head to that, to our higher self, our inner sponsor, the recovery aspect of ourselves, in the bright light that we are. And we'll open our eyes and we'll say namaste, 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 namaste. Okay. Namaste, of course, means the light in me sees the light in you. Or it could also, in recovery terms, the recovery in me is connected to the recovery in you. So it doesn't matter how we say it, it's just a connection that we have, is what namaste is meaning. And of course, in recovery, we are connected in that way, in that superimposed presupposes all other differences of age, color, sex, all those religious things, all that. We are connected deeply from our recovery, and that we cannot deny. And the same thing in our life beyond recovery. As people, we're all humans, and we're all connected into that light. And all those other differences, when it comes down to it, is just, static in the reality of the truth. So we might, think, what is that light? We keep talking about light. What is the light that's inside of us? How do we connect to that light? And we can see it as our attributes, maybe our assets. Our recovery self is that light. When we're living in that recovery, when we're living in the principles, we're living in that light. When we're living in darkness, when we're living in addiction, that is the darkness part of ourselves. That is what is untrue. So we always want to go to what is true. So today I thought we'd start with a reading, and then we'll go into a mantra that talks about the light. But the reading is from the Rig Veda, the oldest text in the world. It was about 4,000, 5,000 years old, way before the Bible, when the rishis were communicating with God, with the Creator, with the universe. And this is what they said about the dawn. Heaven born by truth, the dawn has shone out. Revealing her majesty, she has come. She has concealed the unwelcome, hateful darkness. As the foremost of the flaming seers, she has set the path in motion. By awaken today, our great and happy journey, O dawn, into great auspiciousness extend us. Goddess, human, and mortals, hold us in wonderful splendor and glorious revelation. The wonderfully clear, immortal readiness of the dawn have come for the vision, generating the divine laws, filling the interior realms that have spread afar. Wonderfully bright, radiant horses appear, conveying the flashes of dawn. She travels luminously by her chariot of the universal form, and she grants the ecstasy of harmonious mortals. So that dawn is our innate awakening. The dawn is our humanness wanting to reach to the heavens. When we have an open mind and an open spirit, we are the dawn. The dawn is within us. That light that is within us is beginning to awaken, beginning to open. Just like the dawn of the day, it comes out in this beautiful way. Just like when we are surrendering for the first time into recovery, we are like that dawn to a new life. And each day can be like that for us. We can see each day as a new dawn, a new awakening, and bringing in the light within ourselves. Luckily today, as I talk about this, the sun is out. And I see Crystal in there and enjoying the sun. So it would be really awkward to be talking about the sun and the sun not being out. But today it is, so the gods were with us. So we're going to do a mantra as we do our sun salutation. This is a mantra to the sun, to the light. And this is also from the Rig Veda. Om Bur Bhavaswaha Tat Sadatur Varanium Bargo Devas Yadimani Dio Yo Na Pratrodayat. And the meaning is, O thou existent absolute creator of the three dimensions, we contemplate upon the divine light. May he stimulate our intellect and bestow upon us true knowledge. Or in the feminine form, we can think of it as, O divine mother, our hearts are filled with darkness. Please make the darkness distinct from us and promote illumination within us. So it's a calling out of that dawn for the new light. And the sun is seen as true knowledge, or Suryaya, knowledge. Let's warm up our body before we do that. That's a lot of talking, and I apologize for that. But just grabbing onto your knees and rotating around, circling around from the center, warming up the spine. And then going the other way. Getting our spine in tune. Let's go ahead and now bring our hands together, push our palms out, plug your shoulders in, and we'll start moving our body with our breath. So as we inhale, we'll bring our arms up, bring our chin down, extending upward into the heavens as we sit into the earth. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the chin up. Inhale, lift the arms up, bring the chin down. Exhale, bring the hands down, bring the chin up. See if you can move in your breath and your movements so they coordinate. By the time you get to the top of your inhale, you stop. By the time you go to the exhale, you're down at the bottom. This makes this a meditative posture. We're connecting movement with breath. So we slow everything down. And just lift your chin up and then drop your right hand over to the right as you lean over to your right, opening up your side. Maybe you can come down all to your forearm, looking up to the ceiling or the sky. And inhaling up as you drop over the other side. And maybe coming down the rest of the way, looking up to the ceiling. And then coming up. Okay, so let's go ahead and stand up. And we'll do our mantra as we do our sun salutation. The mantra for the sun salutation is Om Hrim Suryaya Namaha. Suryaya is the sun. Hrim is the energy of the heart, the light within, and we're bowing to that energy. But we're going to use a Gayatri mantra as we do our sun salutation. And this will prepare us for our 108 sun salutations that we're going to do in the spring equinox or the summer equinox. So you get used to it now. You practice until then. We'll come up to 108. So bring in your hands to your heart, or you can bring your hands to the side in Tadasana. You lift our arms up. Think the word Om. As we fold forward, Bhuvasvaha. So we'll do that again. Om Bhuvasvaha. And we lift up our head, think the word Datsadatur Varenyam as we step back and down. And then come into Cobra. Bhargo Devasya Dhimani. Do that again. Bhargo Devasya Dhimani. And as we go into down dog, we thank the word Yo Yo No Not. And as we step forward, Prodayat, and bring the energy to the universe into our heart space. Feeling the divine dawn is opening into our heart. So we'll do a couple more of these. We won't do 108 today, but we might get up to 90. Or we'll do 3. I'm not sure which. See how we feel. So I'll go ahead and just do the mantra, and you can either listen in or join in. You can probably put it up on your screen on if you have YouTube right there. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaditu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Yo Yo Nuna Prachodayat. At the end, you should be at the end. Let's do that one more time. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaditu Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimani Yo Yo Nuna Prachodayat. Okay. So it warms up our body and also enlivens our spirit when we do mantra and yoga together at the same time. And so we'll go head back into do a sun salutation, only this time we will go into a lunge. So modified sun salutation. Inhaling up. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaditu Varenyam. Just step your right foot back. Bhargo Devasya Dhimani. Lift up your left arm. Yo Yo Nuna Prachodayat. Inhale into up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's go ahead and take 3 breaths here. Pushing off the back of your hand, your thumb, and your index finger. Lifting up your hips as high as possible as you melt your heart towards your thigh. And checking in with your breath. Looking in between your hands, step your feet in between your hands. Inhale all the way up. And bring the energy of the universe to your heart space. We'll do the other side. Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaditu Varenyam. Step your left foot back. Bhargo. Lift up your right arm. Devasya Dhimani Yo Yo Nuna Prachodayat. Inhale into up dog. And exhale into down dog. And look in between your hands, step your feet in between your hands. Inhale all the way up. And bring the energy of the universe to your heart space. Okay, so we've opened up our body a little bit. Let's go ahead and do the breath of joy. Breathing, allowing our breath to connect with our movements, creating pranayama into our being, and feeling the sense of joy, that ananda that's deep into our heart space. So as we inhale, do 3 inhales through our nose and 1 through our mouth. So it's inhale, 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 and then exhale. So. And then coming up, we don't get too joyful, we get all giddy. But it's a joyful day because we are going to celebrate our wonderful 200-hour class today, and in their accomplishment of getting through their time here and all that they've learned, and how close we've come together in doing this. So let's work into our feet a little bit. So step in your right foot back, go into the back of your foot and just bounce up and down a few times. We don't work with our feet enough. Our feet's always working for us. Okay, and then we'll do the other side, so left foot back and bounce. And then step forward. And we'll bring our hands up. As you exhale, fold over to the right. Inhaling up, exhale over to the left. Inhale up, bring your hands behind your back. Push your palms down so your shoulder blades are touching. As you exhale, come down halfway, lifting your arms up, opening up into the shoulder area. And let go of your hands and just bring your hands around your feet into waterfall. And then bend your knees, lift your arms up, coming into chair. Nice easy chair, watching your barbecue. You get ready for your Memorial Day holiday. And sink down just a little bit more. Look up to the heavens with awe and wonder of all creation. And then come up, bring your feet apart. We'll bring our arms out. Bring your palms up and bring your palms down. Bring your palms up. Bring your palms down. Bring your palms up. And then bring your palms down. Bring your right hand back. Look back to your right. Inhale forward. Exhale to the left. Looking back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale, bring your left hand to your right foot. Lift up your right arm, look up to the right. And inhale up. Exhale over the other side. Inhale up. Exhale over to the right. Inhale up, and exhale over. Inhale up, exhale, reach down, grab onto your leg, pull yourself down to your leg. And walk your hands over the other side, pull yourself down to your left. Then come to center. Imagine you're ready to hike a football. Take your right hand down, lift up your left arm. Nice twist. And your left hand down, lift up your right. Twist her good, and bring your hand down. Walk your hands back toward between your hands, drop your head down. Twist her good in the springtime as we open up into the space element. We massage and open our internal organs and create space in between our muscles and our bones, or create space for our muscles and our bones, not in between. That would be bad. Bring your hands to your waist. Come up with a flat back, use your abdominals. You can point your right foot out. Let's drop into Warrior 2. Come into Warrior 2, your knee right above your ankle. You're lifting up by your waist, softening your shoulders, looking over your fingertips, ready to manifest the power of God in whatever form that means to you today. It might be your 3rd step commitment. Could be your 11th step commitment. Could just be being part of the human race and what you can do today to make it better. Being a warrior of peace. Just imagine if we all fought for peace like we seem to be fighting for war all these years. And bring your palm up and go back. To exalted warrior. And then come forward, straighten your leg out. As you pull your hip back, we'll go right into triangle pose. Push your hand into your arm, open up your sternum. You can either look to the side or you can look up. But make the movement from your sternum, like you're going to bring your sternum up to the heavens. And opening up our side body, stretch your arm forward. The energy coming from your leg, going up your side of your body, out your hand. And for abdominal health, we'll lift up our bottom hand, use our abdominals to come up. And we'll do the other side. So bringing your left foot forward, dropping down, bring your knee forward. Lift your arms up for this side. Softening your shoulders as you lift up. Remembering to do the 3-part yogic diagram breath. You're breathing your lowest abdominal, your mid-chest, and your high chest. And again, making it a meditative practice. Like connecting your muscles, your movement with your breath. And we'll bring our palm up and go back to exalted warrior. And come forward. Straighten your leg as you reach out, pull your hip back, reach. You can't reach anymore. Come down to your knee, or your ankle, or the floor. Outside your leg, inside, it doesn't matter. What matters is pushing back into your back foot and twisting your sternum so it's going upward. So you can do that just as good up here as you can down here. It's just a different stretch. And we shouldn't be attached to where we can go, but try to get the most out of the posture as we can. Okay, and bring your arm forward. Stretching out, feel the openness in your side bodies. Lift your bottom arm up. Use your abdominals to come up and come forward. Okay, so bring your toes in and bring your heels in. We'll honor the goddess of the dawn by coming into Durga, Diva Asana, bringing out the diva in all of us. So we'll do a funky diva. This is how we do it. Sorry, I just had to break into song when I'm a funky diva. And then come to center, sink down a little bit more. Bring your right hand forward. Place your left elbow in there and grab your elbows or wrap your hands around. And sink down a little bit more. Come forward. Push your elbows forward. And bring them back. And use your abdominal to come up. And straighten your legs out for a moment. Shake all that out. Bring your left arm forward. Right elbow in. Wrap your arms around. Or you can grab onto your shoulders. If you do a lot of working out, this is impossible. So this is fine either way. But if you do it this way, just lift up your elbows. I'll go ahead and coming back into Devasana. Just bring up your elbows and fold forward. And then bring your elbows forward. And again, use your abdominals to come up. And we'll bring our feet together. Okay, since we are celebrating our joy, our light of joy inside, we'll do dancer posture for our balance posture. So bring all your weight onto your left foot, bring your right foot around. And if you bring your foot out, point your toes up and then point them forward, point them up, point them forward, point them up and forward. Maybe make a circle out of your foot and go the other way. And then bend your knee, reach back, grab onto the back of your foot. And this might be enough. Maybe you can lift up your other arm. Push your right foot into your right hand. The more you push into your hand, the easier it is to come forward. It's a physics thing. Everybody has balance. It's just where your balance is being distributed is the secret of balance poses. The more you push into your hand, the easier it is to come forward. And we'll come down. I was going to go into half moon, but we got a long day in front of us, so I don't get too sweaty. So place all our weight onto our right foot, bring our left foot around. You guys are saved by the sweat. But it's good to sweat. It's good releasing our toxins. To sweat. So often we have those anti-deodorants who stop our sweat, and I don't think those are so really good for us. Bring your foot forward. Might be good for other people, but then point your toes and then bring them up, and point your toes and bring them up. Point your toes, bring them up, and then circle around. We need to sweat. We need to open up our pores. Creating agni is a lot of what our fire in our body is what a lot about what yoga is about. Reach back, grab on the back of your foot. Again, this might be enough. This might be where you want to be today. Maybe you can lift up your right arm. Again, see if you can practice what I'm talking about, pushing your left foot into your hand like an isometric way, and how much easier it is to come forward. And lift up your foot as high as possible. And our graduates today, if you can bring your head to the back of your foot, you can get on Yoga magazine. And, that's the goal of yoga, really. Just so you know. Okay. It's like the cover of the Rolling Stone. You get the cover of the yoga journal and get 5 copies to your mother. Okay, so cross your legs. Let's go work a little bit for our hamstrings. Lift your arms up, and we'll fold over. Push your sit bones up as you let your head just dangle. Works into our IT band and our hamstrings. A little bit into our hip area. And then slowly come up and do the other side. Crossing your right over top of your left. Lift your arms up. Exhale, fold over. Push your sit bones up as you just let your head hang. So make sure there's no pressure in your neck at all. It doesn't matter, again, how far down you go. Maybe you're holding your hands on a chair, and that's fine. You're still getting the benefit of the posture. Let's go ahead and bend our knees and come down to a sitting position. We'll do another twist. Let's go ahead and bring our right foot out. Bring our left, let's do our left leg out, our right leg on top. Or if you want to work into your hips, you can come into cow face. If you're in cow face, take your hands to your feet in the seat of nobility. We are lacking nobility in our society at this time, it seems. Think of someone you know who emanates nobility for you. And see if you can think of things that you do that are noble. Sometimes just getting breakfast ready for your children is a noble act, if you see it that way. Or you might see it as a chore because darn kids are hungry all the time. Depends on how you want to look at things, or perspective of things. So either our leg is straight or our leg is bent, either way. Take our left arm over to our right knee. Bring your right hand up and go back. Come onto your fingertips. Lift up out of your waist and begin twisting from your stomach, your chest, and finally your head. Bring in your navel and twist just a little bit more. And lift your back arm up, watch it as it goes forward. If your legs are bent, just fold over. If your legs are not bent, fold over too. Just bring your leg forward, just to neutralize the spine a little. Before we do the other side, bring in your right leg straight, your left knee up, or crossing over. Either way. Again, the goal or the aim or the end is the same. It's a different what you want to work on. And this way we're working into our hips a little bit more. The other way we're working into our hamstrings. So it doesn't matter. It's not like one is better than the other. Just different. So bring your right hand over to your left knee. Your left hand up and back. Coming on your fingertips. Lift up by your waist, begin twisting from your stomach, your chest, finally your head. And then once you're here, bring your navel in. Maybe lift up on your perineum and be able to twist a little bit more. See if you have another ½ inch in this twist you can put. Lift your arm up, watch it as it goes forward. Again, if your legs are crossed, go ahead and fold forward. If not, then do the same. So we'll bring our feet together into butterfly. I guess butterflies are about ready to come out, so we'll celebrate that fact. Bounce your knees up and down. You can give yourself a foot massage. I think the massage, people are starting to massage, but they're doing it with gloves on, and so you can do it without gloves. It might be a little better for you. So go around the middle of your foot, your big toe, push in, circle around, side of your feet, around your ankle, and then pull on your Achilles tendon. Unless you're pregnant, and you're not really supposed to do that. That might be an old wives' tale, we're not sure. Grab onto your ankles and bring your heels in. Grab onto your toes and push your knees down as you lift up. And this might be enough as it is, but maybe you can, as you exhale, come forward. Maybe just a ½ inch. Try to keep a flat back at first. Maybe each exhale you surrender a little bit more. And by surrendering, you can go further. When we fight our posture is when we have more difficulties. Plus our bodies just might not be made that way, or our tendons are really tight. Either way, if we can let go physically, maybe we can let go mentally. If we can let go mentally, maybe we can let go spiritually. And then bend your back, bring your head toward your feet. And then we'll come up, bring your feet apart, windshield wiper back and forth. And then come up, bring your hands behind your knees. And lean back. Maybe go to this side, everybody's going to this side. We've got prayer pressure here. So lean back, maybe your heels come off the ground. And that's good. Maybe this is where you want to be. And you're working your core here. And maybe you can straighten your legs out. Maybe that's enough. You can bring your hands to the floor. That might be good for you today. But maybe you can let go. Gaze at your toenails. Thinking what color you want to do for the spring. If that's what you're into. And then bring your hands to the right if they're up, or you can bring them down on the ground to the right. And then go to the left. It works into our obliques, into our side muscles. And then come to center. Bring your right heel down. And then lift it up. Bring your left heel down. Lift that up. Bring your legs apart. Bring your hands in between. Push your heels out. And bring your heels together. Lift your arms up. And go in both directions as you come down. Stretching in both directions. Elongating the abdominal area. Bring our feet on the ground. Take your right ankle over top your left knee. Push your right knee forward and let it go. And push it forward and let it go. And push it forward. Reach underneath your left knee. Lift your foot up. Again, circle your ankle. And go the other way. Draw your knee in toward your chest. And try to push your sit bones toward the floor. So you're feeling it in your gluteal area. It helps with your sciatica nerve issues, so lower back issues, things like that. And then take your left hand onto your right foot and your right hand on your right knee, and take your leg off your foot, put your foot on the ground, and start rocking your leg going into your hip flexors. And maybe this isn't enough, this is nice, but I wish I could go a little bit further. You can stretch your leg out, maybe bring your hands underneath your arms, coming into Namaste, praying your hip don't break. And let go. Stretch your leg out. Feel a difference in one side or the other. Hopefully you're feeling more openness in your right side. But we'll see. We'll get our left ankle over top of our right knee. Push your left knee forward and then let it go. Push your left foot or knee forward and let it go. Just back and forth, just working in there, just working those muscles in your gluteals where the sciatica nerve gets stuck and pinches and causes pain. So if you do have sciatica issues, just doing this every day, maybe putting your foot against the wall and doing this,
is a wonderful way of working into that nerve and relieving any tension there. Let's go ahead and bring our hands underneath our right knee for now. Circle the knee or foot and then go the other way. And then draw the knee in a little bit more as you push your sit bones toward the floor. And then take your right hand on your left knee, your left hand on your left knee. Take your foot down and again begin rocking. Opening up into the hip. And then if you like that option before, maybe you can straighten out your leg. Maybe that's enough. You pull your leg in, or maybe you can wrap your arms around. And letting that go. Coming back into your back. Bring your hands next to your body and lift your hips off the ground as you bring your arms over your head. Exhale, bringing your hands forward, bring your hips down. Inhale, lift your hips up as you lift your arms up. Exhale, bring your arms forward as your hips come down. And inhale, lift your hips up, bring your hands together so your shoulder blades are touching, come to a full extension of your bridge pose. Imagine you're holding a block in between your knees, so you're pushing your knees together. Push off your heels, come up even higher, maybe engage your glutes. Push your chest toward your chin. And let go of your hands. Come down one vertebrae at a time. Bring our hands underneath our knees and rock and roll. And let's just go ahead and go into happy baby. I was going to go into shoulder stand, but you really have to be careful with the shoulder stand. Because it can cause tension into your neck, and I'd rather see you live for that. So for our happy baby, we'll push down one knee and then the other. And then come to center, use your elbows, open up your legs even more and push your feet down. The knees toward the floor. And look at your feet, bring your legs straight up in the air, arms out in the T. Crisscross your legs as you come down. And crisscross them back up. And bring your legs out in the V. Push your heels out. Bring your heels together. Drop your right leg down, leave your left up. Drop your left to the left. And lift it up. Drop it over your right leg. And then come up. Bring your left leg down as you lift up your right leg. Push your heel to the ceiling. Drop your leg over to the right. And then come up, drop it over to the left. And come up. Bring your leg down. Allow your feet to fall to the side. Arms next to your body. Finding Shavasana.
allowing each exhale to be, again, a deeper letting go, a deeper coming within. Using our pratyahara, our movement inside. Many of us have many addictions which we may call habits or interests or even skills and talents. Such addictions as drugs, alcohol, or gambling are the most evident forms of addictive pattern of our entire behavior. Some of us are addicted to sex, others to food, others to business, to knowledge, or even to religious practice. Whatever we become dependent on to occupy our time or fill our minds is a kind of addiction. All external seeking, whether for pleasure, wealth, status, or knowledge, is not ultimately different from an alcoholic looking for a drink. Thought is our most basic addiction from which all other addictions derive their branches. Thought is a habit, an unconscious mechanism of the mind. If you do not believe this, then try to control your thoughts. Try to stop thinking. Obviously, thought is not a conscious process, but a compulsion. We automatically think about ourselves and what we will get in life. As long as we are rolled by the stream of mechanical thought, we are addicts in one form or another, and our addiction must distort our perception. Addiction to thought is, of course, extremely difficult to transcend. It is much more fundamental than any other addiction and is their root. Only if we think repetitively about something will we become addicted to it. As long as we accept the addiction of thought, we place ourselves in a life of unconsciousness, inertia, and dependency. Only if we counter this mental inertia with energy of consciousness can we become free of addiction. This requires redirecting our mental attention to inquiry and meditation. Do we really want to live asleep, to be creatures of habit, compelled by external forces and artificially induced needs? Can such a life ever bring us truth or happiness? The only way to wake up is to recognize that we are asleep. The real way to get beyond addiction is to question its origin in the separate self. Bringing your attention into your body, feeling your body on the surface of whatever you're at, to the ground and to the floor. Feel the places where your body is touching the surface. You feeling your shoulders on the ground, your knees on the ground, your heels maybe, your back. Feel the heaviness of gravity bringing you down. You feel the heaviness in the back of your body. Feel the lightness in the front of your body. Noticing your muscles and your bones as they lay here. Noticing all the solid parts of your body. Where there's openness and when there's not. Maybe feeling where you feel coolness on your body. Maybe there's coolness on your skin with air. Maybe there's heat in places. Maybe your lower back is hot right now. Just noticing where you feel coolness and where you feel heat. Are there other aspects of your body can you bring your attention to? Not thinking about, but just bringing your attention to your body, your physical self. Maybe you feel the space where your body is taking up into the room. You're feeling the space where your interior and exterior come together. Maybe you notice there's not such a sharp difference between the interior and exterior. Noticing the physical aspects of yourself, your extremities coming off the main body. Noticing your fingers and your toes. Noticing the space in your body. Noticing how air is coming in and going out of that space. Maybe noticing the space in between your thoughts. A sense of spaciousness that is your mind and in your heart. Noticing the breath as it comes in and out naturally without trying to control it, trying to think about it. Just noticing. Trying to relieve ourselves from our addiction of thought for a moment so we can feel our intuition, our intuitive nature, our awareness that we truly are. Using our thought or our breath as a way of going inward. If your mind is active, you can count your breath. Breathing in 1, exhaling 2, exhaling 3. Or maybe that's too cumbersome. You just want to notice, bring your awareness to your breath as it goes in and out of your nostrils. Or feeling the rise and fall of your abdominals again. Just noticing that maybe the whole cycle of breathing in and out. Again, noticing the warmth in your body, the fire in your digestive system. And the fire in your mind is your thoughts are like lightning bolts of fire and inspiration. Feeling a glow of energy coming from your inner self as the prana moves to cause heat. Seeing that heat is vigor, as being part of life, your willingness, your willpower to get things done, your willingness to move through your recovery, that fire that sets us in motion. And also notice the liquid part of your body, the mucus in your mouth, mucus in your chest, cooling the fire down so it doesn't blaze too hot. Being aware of the comforts of your life, that brings you joy. The watery aspects of our life, our movement and being able to not be stiff, the movements of our joints, the water in our eyes, the water as we sweat, and seeing the water element being part of our body, just having awareness of that. And so we've brought our awareness into our earth, our solid parts of our body, our fire, our warmth side of our body, our water, our spaciousness, and our air element. That is our true nature. The true nature of all is the 5 elements. Trying to keep those in harmony is what our meditation and our yoga allows for. You may feel the stuckness of having too much earth energy, where we feel afraid and feel like we need to accumulate. Or we might feel our earth energy is helping us feel solid, having a firm foundation. We might have too much water element where we're filled with feelings and too many emotions as they swarm through us. Or you might use our water element as creative power that allows us to find imagination and intuition, and allowing us to navigate in our world and finding the pleasures of the world. We have too much fire, too much energy, too much ego, too much anger in our fire element, or we may have a good fire that gives us energy, gives us the vigor of life. With the air element, maybe we have embraced the changes that happens. Air is always movement, the movement of our lives. Or maybe we have too much air where we can't feel settled, and our thoughts are moving, jumping around everywhere. We can't find focus. Or maybe we have too much space energy where we have feel like we have no bounds, no borders, and we become spacey in our thoughts. Or perhaps we have the right amount of space where we have openness, we have organization, we have room for problems as they come. We'll sit into our elements for a few minutes before we open up for discussion on our meditation today. Begin moving your fingers and your toes, allowing energy, your movement of your body, feeling the solidness, feeling the energy going through your body, the prana. You bring in your knees into your chest as you roll over to one side or the other. And pause in there with a sense of gratitude. Come into your mat, looking for your light. And use your arm strength to come up into a seated position. We'll end our this portion with the great mantra Om, which is connected to the vibration of the universe. So bring in your hands to your heart space. Exhaling fully. Inhaling deeply. Taking a moment to allow that vibration to settle back into our heart space and where it came. And we'll open our eyes and we'll say Namaste. And then we're going to go ahead and open up for discussion, but we're going to end our FaceTime.
Let's go.